Welcome everybody to another Voice of Nick show. We're playing more Shadowrun Returns, and we're doing the most dangerous thing you can do. Walking through a door. Hooray, it worked. Okay, dangerous thing done. Oh no, we're walking through another door. Alright, wish me luck, ladies and gentlemen. As you approach the exit, you realize that Shannon lingers quite a few steps behind. Looking back, you see that she's half turned, looking pensively toward the horror show of Holmes's lab. Finally feeling your eyes on her, she faces you and raises her head in a proud, almost defiant manner. We have done much good here tonight. We have removed two vile creatures from this world, and so ended a growing shadow they cast upon the city. Our paths crossed and joined, and we did this thing together. But now here our paths must divide. You saw what I saw. This isn't over yet. No, it won't be over for some time to come. A distant cry of pain echoes down from somewhere above, and the young shaman pauses to listen to the tortured sound. There is still more work to be done for both of us, but what must be done differs for each of us. I came here to find justice for my brother, and that has been done. His spirit can now find rest, but there are other victims of the Ripper, both alive and dead, who still struggle to be at peace. Many of them are here in this place, filling the halls with their torment. I cannot leave them behind. But the spirits have something else in store for you, a different path. You must finish what you've begun. You must confront the evil, the first evil, that fostered the one we have just ended. I suppose I can respect that. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Because of you, my brother's killer has met swift justice, and justice of the only sort that such a man as Holmes has deserved. Death. I will now set to the task of healing those he has left behind. For every madman we faced here tonight, there are a dozen innocent souls crying out in need. The spirits of the departed will also need help in passing, or else I fear they may become like those we met in the hangar. They all deserve my help. And what about Lone Star? They can't be far behind. When they enter that room back there, they'll have no thoughts other than the thoughts of promotion. With the Ripper in hand, my brother will be forgotten, along with all the other victims. But so too will I. They will not be a problem. Whether that's true or not, Shannon's confidence and very presence seem capable of making it true. Good luck to you, little Sammy. I hope you can find the same justice for your friend that I found for my brother. I appreciate that. And good luck to you. Here we go. Loose ends. The ride back to the Seamstresses Union is quiet compared to the pandemonium left behind at Mercy Mental Hospital. Lone Star squad cars pass you on the road, sirens blaring, no doubt in response to the aftermath of your showdown with the late Dr. Henry Holmes, the Emerald City Ripper. The man who violently repossessed the internal organs of Sam and Jessica's mother, Melinda Watts. And although the killer is dead and his grip on the city is broken, it's clear he wasn't working alone. There are loose ends aching to be tied. The taxi turns into Redmond Way, cruising past now familiar landmarks until the Seamstresses Union, in all its decadent, seedy glory, materializes between swipes of its overworked windshield wipers. Time to evaluate your next move. Here we go. The Union is quiet this afternoon. The salarymen and wage slaves haven't migrated from nearby offices and suburbs to dabble in the exotic yet. Wage slaves, holy crap. Hey, it's Johnny Clean. Johnny Clean is talking with Cherry Bomb and Mrs. Kubota when you walk up. We were just talking about you, little Sammy. And the Emerald City Ripper. Ironic that you tracked a serial killer to a mental hospital. Johnny Clean told us where you were going, Omayet. We have been waiting for you to return. I thought you knew better than that, Johnny. Johnny frowns and nods. You're right. I should have kept my mouth shut. I should know better. It's just that we have a personal stake in the Ripper murders. We each have our own reasons for wanting the killer found. Sam was a regular here, and his loss has been felt, regardless of his shortcomings. The whole sprawl had been shaken by these killings as well, the randomness of them. No one knows if they'll be next or what the killer might take from them. I admit that the killings have hampered business as well. I'm sorry, but it's true. It doesn't help that Sam's body was found down the street from here. Even my regular customers have been loath to venture out with a killer on the loose. Now tell us, Omayet, did you find the person responsible for the Ripper murders? The person responsible? No. The killer? Yes. I don't understand. Are you saying the killer wasn't responsible for his own actions? It sounds more complicated than I expected. Oh yeah, the whole thing was a Frankenstein job. The Ripper was harvesting body parts to reassemble Sam's mother, Melinda. All the victims had transplanted organs, her organs, and the Ripper was taking them back. The three are silent as the news sinks in. So Sam had an organ transplanted from his mother? And then the Ripper killed Sam and all those other people just to reassemble Sam's mother? That's about the size of it, yeah. I sense a cause and effect in this. Coyote and Jake Armitage just left here to attend Sam's funeral. I'm told that there will be a reinterment ceremony for his mother as well. His sister invited me to the funeral and the reinterment when I met her here. Think his sister Jessica had something to do with it? Hang on, I saw Sam's sister when she was here the other day. She was as corp as they come, but I can't imagine a lady like that being behind a series of murders. There's got to be something else going on. It is clear that you must go to the funeral and talk with Jessica Watts, little Sammy. I will, and I'm going to get some answers. I'm sure you will. Mrs. Kubota raises her hand and the conversation stops. Wait, before you go, there is one thing you did not tell us, little Sammy. Where is the Emerald City Ripper now? Well, he isn't in heaven, I'm sure of that. She nods in satisfaction. Hi, that is good. Is there something else on my it? I found this list in a data store at Mercy Mental. Oh my, this is unspeakable. Murder was not enough for this person? Selling patients as Buraku slaves? Thank you for bringing this to me. I know you're still hot on the trail of your friend Sam's killer. I'll contact some runners to liberate these poor souls from the buyers in this list. You've done much good here today. The hand of the Ripper was more of a monster than anyone could have known. No problem. Good luck, Mrs. Kubota. To you as well. I like that they really have character models, like unique character models for them. It's not always a given in these kind of games. Sometimes they're kind of like, you know, the portrait is unique, and then the character model is not really that much of a custom job. Hey, it's Mr. Clue. Welcome back, little Sammy. Good to be back, Mr. Clue. What's the latest news? Feel like I should be asking you. Word around here was that you were closing in on the Ripper when you last left. Dare I ask how that went? He won't be a problem anymore. I hope that means what I think it means. And yet your shoulders are no more relaxed, and you still survey the room like a woman who is yet to return from war. This isn't over, is it? Not quite. I have a few loose ends to tie up. The big guy sighs. I was hoping this would be all soon behind us. The Baron's has a short memory, but for wounds such as these, it makes an exception. To see this prolonged, I just fear for how it may forever change the landscape. Gangs have already started to take advantage of the chaos left in the Ripper's wake, and that only serves to destabilize what semblance of order there was, paving the way for the megacorps to make land grabs and push poor Sinless further into the fringes, where the dangers are greatest. Sooner or later, even the Union could be threatened. Well, it would take an army, Mr. Clue. Maybe a couple. Take care, little Sammy. Actually, let's see what our objective is. Okay, it's just to go to the Watts funeral. So number one, we should grab some more health kits if we have any. We do not, so we should buy more health kits then. We should also see if there's any other stuff available. Doc Castle looks to be better rested and in better spirits than the last time you saw her. She's also clearly had a shower and a change of clothes, maybe even some sleep. Her eyes are sharp when they turn up from her work to greet you. Welcome back, little Sammy. Still all in one piece, I see. More's the pity for me, but I'll still take your money. Perhaps a full physical is in order, or we can call it a medical consultation. That's where I roughly determine the odds of your survival based on your professional proclivities. It comes with a lollipop. So what'll it be? Actually, I'm curious how many patients you've lost over the years. Dr. Castle sets down her work and fixes you with a hard look. Her expression normally falls on an axis of varying degrees of indifference, depending on her level of tiredness, but now it's shifted over to something decidedly darker. Is this morbid curiosity? Call it professional curiosity. Well, then I suppose I should be equally professional and answer without judging you for asking. And I should not let it bias me the next time you fall under my knife. To give you a hard number is difficult. There are many who I would have considered patients that never made it home. And so I suppose one could say they died while under my care, though not as a result of it. But the number I think you want to know is the number of patients who died on my table, and that number is 6. 6 who I was unable to save, spread across a 13-year career. And I remember each and every one, down to the smallest detail, including the moment where I realized I could do nothing more for them. I would argue that 4 of those 6 were beyond helping from the moment they passed through my door. The 5th died as a result of complications while installing a stolen piece of experimental cyberware, which I had cautioned against using. And the 6th? Entirely my fault. I made a mistake. I can't claim I was overtired or inexperienced or distracted. I simply made the wrong decision and a young man died as a result. We all make mistakes, and hopefully we learn from them. She picks up her tablet and resumes her work. Yes, well, would there be anything else? Check those med supplies. Alright, number 1 we need... how much money? We have 7,000, so we don't actually have that much money. Oh, I need med kits, that's what we need. Yeah. Buy one of those. Let's buy a basic, I guess. Ah, crap. Check the cyberware. I don't think there's anything good. Let's go put in the med kit because I didn't get to click it over there. Okay, it auto-added to my thing. We're gonna get rid of the jazz though, because I never use this kind of stuff in games. Alright, we have a basic trauma kit. We should probably get a better trauma kit, but we'll do that later. It's too expensive. Alright. We're gonna want to get, what does he have? Costumes? Does he have any new costumes? Why can't I talk to him? Hey lady, I got some armored clothing here if you're interested. Alright, this is all the same stuff. On his workbench, Buster currently has a mil-spec shotgun, fully disassembled and its parts neatly arranged. He lovingly massages each piece with a microfiber cloth coated in some kind of gun oil or polish. Whatever the stuff is, it leaves the pieces shining brilliantly and pungent as hell. Got some catalogs just come in if you might be interested in an order. I can get gear shipped overnight from the manufacturer, although I won't lie to you, you'll be paying for the convenience. Otherwise, I got plenty of the usual bang-bangs waiting for a good home. What do you say? Well, what's the new hotness when it comes to dealing with damage, Buster? Well, there are 2 schools of thought on the matter. There are those who swear by the smart guns and such because they make the weapon more accurate and thus more deadly. Then there are those who subscribe to the bigger boom theory, putting all their money on the biggest and baddest rounds. But if you ask me, it's all situational. That's where the real advances have come. You can pack a Panther assault cannon, but it won't do you no favors if you're fighting in a basement hallway. By the same token, a room sweeper might carve up your average pack of gangers up close and personal, but its range is a big limitation. Military life never taught me that. I was dealing to runners like yourself that afforded me this epiphany. You gotta be ready for anything. On that note, might I interest you in some custom mods, or perhaps some specialty grenades? Now, custom mods is not a real thing, is it? Because I don't see any option to mod your guns. Maybe that comes in later, possibly? I don't know how much later we can go, though. It seems like we're sort of rounded on the end of the game here. Alright, well, we got what we need here. I don't think we need any more decking stuff. We already spent our karma points as well. So now the next thing to do is that we want to go to the funeral. Right? Yeah. Let's check our karma one more time. Yeah, so we want 12 total points. So we need 9 more. And then we're done on the charisma tree. Man, we're spending this whole game just getting max charisma. I love it though. That's I think that's a good a worthy endeavor. We've gotten a lot of good dialogue options for that. Guys, we're going to go to the funeral here and tie up some loose ends on the next one. Thank you for joining the show. Make sure you subscribe on this YouTube channel if you're not already. You'll see all these Shadowrun Return episodes come out every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, 4 times a week. Thank you for watching the show. Bye-bye.